You've spent decades building a life, raising a family, working hard, making memories. But now, after retirement, you're left with silence where once there was structure. The phone doesn't ring. Friends seem to fade away, and the loneliness creeps in. Slowly at first, then it feels like it's all there is. What if I told you that this doesn't have to be your reality? In this video, we'll explore 7 simple habits that can help you reconnect with people, with purpose, and with joy again. If you've ever felt alone in your golden years, or know someone who has, you won't want to miss what comes next. Have you ever wondered how to build real connections after stepping away from work? Let's find out together. Feeling like you're missing something after retirement is completely normal. You've spent most of your life building a career, meeting new people, and being part of a team. Then, all of a sudden, the daily routine disappears, and you're left with more time than ever before. It's easy to feel lonely when the familiar structure of work is gone. But here's the good news: loneliness doesn't have to be a permanent part of this chapter in your life. In fact, it can be one of the most rewarding times if you know how to build meaningful relationships again. This video is for anyone who's feeling a bit lost or disconnected after stepping away from their job. Whether you're 60, 70, or even older, these tips are designed with you in mind. We'll explore 7 simple habits that can help you reconnect with others and create deeper, more fulfilling relationships. And the best part, these aren't complicated tricks or impossible tasks. They're small, doable steps that can lead to big changes in how you feel about yourself and your place in the world. Let's start with the first habit: making an effort to stay active in your community. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking: I'm not sure where to begin, or I don't really know anyone there. That's okay. It's natural to feel hesitant at first. The key is to take one step at a time. Maybe start by volunteering at a local food bank, joining a senior center, or participating in a walking group. These activities not only keep you physically engaged but also open the door to meeting new people who share similar interests. Once you get involved, you'll find that conversations come more naturally. You might talk to someone while waiting for your coffee, or strike up a chat during a class. These interactions may seem small, but they add up over time. They can turn into friendships that bring joy and purpose back into your life. Now, let's move on to the second habit: staying connected with old friends. Retirement gives you more free time, so now is the perfect opportunity to reach out to people you haven't spoken to in a while. A simple phone call, a letter, or even a short message can mean the world. Sometimes, just knowing that someone is thinking of you can make all the difference. If you're not sure who to contact, look through old photo albums or address books. You might be surprised at how many people would love to hear from you. And don't worry if some of them don't respond right away. People change over time, and that's okay. What matters is that you're making the effort to maintain those connections. Even if it's just 1 or 2 people who become regulars in your life, that can be enough to reduce feelings of loneliness and increase your sense of belonging. The third habit we'll cover today is learning something new. This is such a powerful way to stay mentally sharp and emotionally engaged. Maybe you've always wanted to learn how to paint, play an instrument, or cook a new cuisine. Retirement is the perfect time to explore these interests. Not only will you gain new skills, but you'll also meet others who are passionate about the same things. Learning also helps you feel younger and more capable. It reminds you that you still have so much to offer and so much to experience. Plus, when you join a class or workshop, you're automatically in a setting where conversation flows easily. You'll find yourself talking to instructors and classmates, sharing stories, and maybe even finding a study buddy or 2. These first 3 habits, getting involved in your community, staying in touch with old friends, and learning something new, are all about taking action and reaching out. They're ways to build bridges between you and others, which is essential for creating meaningful relationships. Now, as we wrap up this section, I want to remind you that it's never too late to start fresh. You don't need to rush or force anything. Just take it one day at a time, and trust that each small step you take brings you closer to the connections you're looking for. In our next segment, we'll dive into the fourth and fifth habits, which focus on giving back and deepening your communication skills. So stay with us, we're just getting started on your journey toward a more connected and fulfilling life. Let's talk about the fourth habit, giving back to others. Now, I know this might sound a little cliche, but there's something truly powerful about helping someone else. When you give your time, energy, or skills to others, it creates a sense of purpose and connection that's hard to find elsewhere. And the best part, you don't have to be perfect at anything to make a difference. Maybe you can volunteer at an animal shelter, read to children at a local library, or help out at a community garden. These are all wonderful ways to meet new people while doing something meaningful. What's more, when you focus on helping others, it naturally shifts your mindset from one of loneliness to one of contribution. You start to feel like you matter, and that feeling is contagious. It draws people toward you in return. And let's not forget how giving back can improve your own well-being. Studies show that volunteering can reduce stress, increase happiness, and even lower the risk of depression. It gives you something to look forward to, a reason to get out of the house, and a way to stay active both physically and mentally. Plus, the friendships that grow from shared service often feel deeper and more rewarding than many casual ones. Now, moving on to the fifth habit, deepening your communication skills. This might sound a bit intimidating, but it really just means learning how to connect more meaningfully with the people around you. Sometimes, we get stuck in small talk or keep our conversations on the surface level. But when you learn to ask thoughtful questions and really listen, it opens up a whole new world of connection. Try asking open-ended questions instead of yes or no ones. Instead of saying, "How was your day?" try asking, "What was the best part of your day today?" Or, "Did anything interesting happen lately?" This encourages the other person to share more and helps you understand them better. And when they see that you're genuinely interested in their life, they'll be more likely to open up to you. Another great tip is to practice active listening. That means putting away distractions like phones or televisions and giving the person your full attention. Nod your head, make eye contact, and respond with things like, "That sounds tough," or "I can imagine how that felt." People love feeling heard, and when they do, they tend to form stronger bonds with those who take the time to really listen. This brings us to the sixth habit, joining clubs or groups based on your interests. Whether it's a book club, a gardening group, a bridge league, or a photography class, being part of a group where everyone shares a common passion makes it much easier to build relationships. You already have something in common, so the conversation flows naturally. These kinds of groups also provide structure and routine, which can be especially comforting after retirement. Knowing that you have a weekly meeting or monthly event to look forward to gives you something consistent in your life. And over time, those regular interactions can turn into lasting friendships. It's also worth noting that these groups often bring together people from different generations, which can be incredibly enriching. You might find yourself teaching a younger person something you've mastered, or learning something new from them in return. Either way, it keeps your mind active and your heart engaged. As we move forward, I want to remind you that building meaningful relationships doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, patience, and a willingness to put yourself out there. But every step you take, whether it's reaching out to an old friend, volunteering in your community, or joining a new group, is a step toward a more connected and fulfilling life. In our next segment, we'll cover the final habit, creating your own support system. We'll talk about how to identify the right people for your circle, how to set boundaries that protect your peace, and why self-care is just as important as caring for others. So stay tuned, we're getting closer to wrapping up this journey towards stronger connections and greater happiness in your golden years. Now, let's move on to the seventh and final habit, creating your own support system. This is all about being intentional with the people you choose to surround yourself with. Not everyone in your life needs to be a deep friend or constant companion. What matters is that you have a few key individuals who understand you, support you, and genuinely care about your well-being. Start by asking yourself, who are the people I feel most comfortable around? Who makes me laugh, listen, or just feel? Like myself, these are the people worth investing in. Maybe it's a neighbor who waves every morning, a cousin you talk to once a month, or even a fellow classmate from your recent painting course. It doesn't matter how much time you spend together, what matters is the quality of the connection. One great way to build this support system is to set regular check-ins. Maybe call one person every Tuesday and another every Friday, or plan to meet for coffee once a month. Having these small but consistent interactions helps keep relationships strong and gives you something to look forward to. But here's an important point: your support system also includes yourself. Self-care plays a huge role in emotional well-being. Make sure you're taking time for rest, relaxation, and doing things that bring you joy. Whether it's reading a book, going for a walk, or simply sitting quietly with a cup of tea, these moments help you recharge so you can show up more fully for others. Another thing to consider is learning how to say no. Sometimes we try to please everyone, which can lead to burnout and resentment. It's okay to set boundaries. If you're not feeling up for a gathering, it's fine to stay home. If someone isn't respectful or kind, it's okay to distance yourself. The goal is to create a circle of people who make you feel good, not ones who drain your energy. And don't forget to express gratitude. Let the people in your life know how much they mean to you. A simple thank you for being there or I really appreciate our talks can go a long way in strengthening bonds. When you acknowledge the value of those relationships, it encourages them to continue and grow. Now, as we wrap this up, I want to take a moment to reflect on what we've covered today. We started by talking about getting involved in your community and staying connected with old friends. Then we moved into learning new things, giving back, improving communication, joining interest-based groups, and finally, creating a support system that works for you. These 7 habits may seem small individually, but when you put them together, they form a powerful blueprint for building meaningful relationships again. They give you structure, purpose, and a sense of belonging that's essential for happiness at any age. Retirement is a new chapter in your life, and it's yours to shape. You don't have to face it alone. With a little effort, openness, and kindness, you can build connections that enrich your days and bring joy to your heart. So take it one step at a time. Be patient with yourself and trust that each conversation, each smile, and each shared moment brings you closer to the life you deserve. If you found this helpful, please share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experiences, challenges, or even your favorite ways to stay connected. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe for more content just like it. Together, we can make retirement not just a new phase but a truly wonderful one. That's it for today's video. We've covered 7 simple but powerful habits that can help you build meaningful relationships and reduce feelings of loneliness after retirement. From getting involved in your community, staying in touch with old friends, and learning something new, to giving back, improving communication, joining groups, and creating a strong support system, each of these steps is designed to bring more connection, joy, and purpose into your life. Remember, building relationships doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, effort, and the courage to step out of your comfort zone. But every small action you take brings you closer to the deeper connections you deserve. You are not alone in this journey. And there are people out there who would love to get to know you better. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need it too. And if you want more tips like this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Your support means the world to me and it helps me keep bringing you content that matters. Thank you for watching. Here's to a more connected, joyful, and fulfilling life at any age. Until next time, take care and stay well.